The roar of engines echoed across the small-town gas station as a group of rugged bikers pulled in, leather jackets, tattoos, laughter that could shake the ground. Among them was their leader, a man with a steel stare and years of battle written on his skin. But none of them expected what was about to happen next. A little girl, no older than 7, stepped out from behind her dad's old truck, clutching a pair of dog tags in her small trembling hands. Her voice was soft, yet it sliced through the noise like thunder. "Who is my father?" she asked. In that instant, the world seemed to pause. Even the engines went quiet. The bikers froze, exchanging confused looks. The little girl's eyes, wide, innocent, searching, were locked on the tags she held up toward them. They glimmered under the fading sun, carrying a name none of them had seen in years. That was the moment everything changed. Her father, Jack Reynolds, stood a few steps behind her, his heart caught between pride and pain. He was a single dad, a war veteran who had seen more loss than a man should ever endure. Life hadn't been kind since he came home. His wife passed away during childbirth, leaving him with a baby girl and a soul scarred by both war and grief. He worked odd jobs, fixing engines, cleaning yards, anything to keep food on the table. But he never spoke much about his past. Not even to his daughter, Emily. She only knew her dad was strong and kind, but when she found those dog tags in his old footlocker that morning, curiosity took over. There was another name engraved beneath her father's, Michael Mace Torres. And that's what brought them here, to this dusty roadside station where the bikers gathered every Saturday, unaware that their past was about to collide with the present. "Mace," she whispered again, looking at the bikers. "Who is he?" The leader of the group, a burly man with a scar over his left eye, stepped forward. His voice cracked when he saw the tags. "Where did you get that, kid?" Jack took a step closer, his jaw tight. "She got it from me." The biker blinked in disbelief. Jack Reynolds. The years had changed them both, time, pain, distance, but the bond they once shared in combat was unbreakable. They weren't just brothers in arms. They were family. And Mace, the man whose name shared the dog tag, had been the glue that held them all together before he died, saving them both. Tears welled in the biker's eyes as he looked at the little girl. "Mace, he was your father's best friend, sweetheart. A hero. We all were in the same unit." Emily looked up at her dad, confused. "Daddy, why didn't you ever tell me about him?" Jack knelt down, his voice trembling. "Because some memories hurt, baby. And I didn't want you to see the pain I still carry." But that day, surrounded by men who had shared the blood and fire of war, Jack realized something. Maybe it was time to stop hiding. Maybe Emily needed to know not just who her father was, but what made him the man he had become. He told her about the nights in the desert, about the brothers who became family, about the day Mace threw himself on a grenade to save his unit, and how those dog tags were all he had left to remember him. The bikers stood silently, each lost in their memories. Some wiped their eyes, others bowed their heads. Then the leader, still trembling, took off his leather jacket and handed it to Jack. "We've been looking for you for years, brother. We thought you didn't make it home." Jack smiled faintly. "I made it home, just didn't know where I belonged." The bikers exchanged looks, and the leader nodded. "You belong here, with us. And that little girl of yours. She's family now too." They spent the day together, old stories, laughter, healing. Emily rode on her dad's shoulders, wearing the biker's jacket that hung down to her knees. For the first time in years, Jack felt whole again. That night, as they sat by the fire under a sky full of stars, Emily looked up at her father and said, "Daddy, were you scared back then?" Jack looked into the flames. "Yes, sweetheart, every day. But I fought because I had something to live for, and now, I fight because I have you." Her small hand slipped into his. "I'm proud of you, Daddy." The bikers raised their glasses, the flames reflecting in their eyes. "To the brothers we lost, and the families we found," one said. Jack looked around at them, these rough men with gentle hearts, and then down at his daughter, her face glowing in the firelight. He realized that even in a broken world, love and loyalty could still build something beautiful. The next morning, as they prepared to leave, Emily turned to the bikers and waved. "Thank you for helping my dad smile again." They all smiled back, some hiding tears behind their sunglasses. As Jack lifted her into the truck, she whispered, "Daddy, can we visit them again next weekend?" He smiled. We sure can, baby girl. Family doesn't end with blood. And as they drove away into the sunrise, those dog tags swung gently from the rearview mirror, not as a symbol of loss anymore, but of legacy, love, and the courage to begin again. So if you believe that family, forgiveness, and second chances still matter in this world, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe. Because somewhere out there, another story like Jack's is waiting to be told, and you can help it be heard.